So part 1 of the Ill-Gotten Gains update for GTA 5 and GTA Online is finally upon us, as it was actually announced about a week ago. And this is now my first video that I'm going to be talking about all of the new additions to the game. But in this video specifically, I want to focus on the new Pegassi Osiris supercar. So I've already talked a bit about the Pegassi Osiris, as it does seem to be a very high-end supercar, which looks, like I said a few days ago, to be a new rival to maybe the Adder or the Zentorno or the Entity. It's right in the very high end of these supercars. Now currently the Zentorno is pretty much the king of all of the supercars in the game now. If you want a fast car, a racing car, the Zentorno is of course the way to go, and everybody seems to own one and is driving one around in GTA Online. So I decided I'm going to try out the new Pegassi Osiris and just do it in a simple drag race against the Zentorno. Now of course this drag race doesn't talk about grip and stuff, that you kind of have to just work out on your own. Even if I did go around a racetrack, you can't see exactly the same line that I took the last time, so it would just be a bit hard to do it properly. Of course guys like Bruffy are going to be testing out this kind of thing pretty much down to the T if you want to examine kind of the weight and the grip of it and not just the raw speed, which I find more people are interested in. So without further ado, let's get into the tests. First up, we actually put through the Pegassi Osiris. Now this thing actually came in fairly quick. I was surprised at just how good its acceleration was, but it wasn't anything too insane that we haven't seen before. Nonetheless, this car actually ended up clocking in and past the finish line on the LSI runway from one end of the lights to the other end of the lights. It ended up taking 19.553 seconds. So it's a pretty decent time, but we have nothing quite yet to compare it to. So next up, I decided to try out the Zentorno on this same strip. I show you in both clips that my front bumper is perfectly lined up with the little landing lights here. And as I actually cut the clip, it's right at the very end of the landing lights where it kind of follows the same pattern here, but it's just mirrored. So I just cut it from the start and to the end to get the exact same distance each time. And we actually come out with the Zentorno at exactly 19.653 seconds. Now that is pretty much 1/10 of a second slower than the Pegassi Osiris in a straight line. Now like I said, this car, they're very similar. There's not really much of a difference at all, but just at least in a straight drag test, it does seem that the Pegassi Osiris is ever so slightly faster. But in my opinion, the Zentorno is still the way to go as your go-to racing car, as in my experience at least, and as I will show off a little bit in the clips here, the Osiris doesn't have quite such good traction. It feels a bit more like a Cheetah or an Adder, or maybe not quite as far as the bad grip of an Adder, but something around the mark of a Cheetah or a Turismo, whereas the Zentorno and the Entity really seem to just hold up that class. Although their speed is ever so slightly slower, they still make up for it nonetheless with a good grip that they managed to get round. Now of course, both of the cars that I tested out here were not upgraded in any way. You can see I was doing this in the creator, as I actually couldn't afford the cars in single player because they were far too expensive, and I want to keep my money for online for the cars that I actually want to use, as I don't have unlimited funds there. So I did this in the creator, where they are of course free, but you cannot upgrade them. So this just goes to show that they are completely stock. There's no cheating being done here. So this is just a raw comparison of the two cars in a drag test race. So now it comes down to you guys. Which one are you planning on picking up if you haven't got either? Are you new to GTA 5? Maybe you're new with the PC version. Of the two cars, which one do you like the most? I personally prefer the look of the Pegassi Osiris. I really like that Pagani kind of style to it over the Zentorno. But it's ever so slightly faster, but it kind of lets down quite a lot by its much lower grip than its brothers like the Zentorno or the Entity XF. So leave me a comment down below telling me which one is still your favourite. Are you excited for this new car and all of the other cars for which I'll have videos on coming up very soon in this new Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 update? Subscribe for more videos just like this and all of the ones that I'm going to be making about this new update coming very soon. Leave a like on the video to show support, or if you did enjoy it in any way, and finally follow me on Twitter. There's a link in the description down below. If you follow me there, I post more GTA 5 content and just general updates and stuff which don't always get put up on this channel. And that is pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.